So I have this thought almost every single day, and I've never really made a video about it. And I thought I need to share this because it is, other than Christ is King, this is probably the second most important thought or like realization I had coming back to the Catholic Church. And if you guys didn't know, I am a cradle Catholic, but I was Protestant for almost 10 years. I went to non-denom and Baptist churches. And although I still loved Christ so much when I was there, it was missing something, to be very honest. And I didn't know what it was missing. And then I'll make another video about all the reasons why I came back to Catholicism. But when I came back to the Catholic Church and I really started adhering to the sacraments, especially the sacrament of confession and the sacrament of the Eucharist, of course, that is single-handedly what delivered me from sin, and sin that I thought I'd never be able to overcome, and sin that I didn't have any hope for anymore to overcome. And that's what I really want to share with people, is that being Protestant, the weight of everything is on yourself. It's like, what am I supposed to do exactly to overcome sin? Like, I've said sorry to God. Like, all of the responsibility, I feel like, falls on you. And it's like, I was like, I don't know what to do anymore. I've prayed, I've tried, I don't know what to do to overcome certain sins. And if you truly adhere to the sacraments of the Catholic Church, being going to confession as soon as you are in a state of mortal sin. If you don't know what mortal sin is, there's mortal sin and venial sins, and mortal sins are the worst of the two. And if you are in a state of mortal sin, you cannot receive the Eucharist in the Catholic Church. So if you're Catholic, you cannot receive communion if you're in a state of mortal sin and you have not gone to confession and received absolution from the priest. An absolution is basically Jesus forgiving you, and the priest is just delivering the prayer to you. So, back to the sacraments. When you know you cannot receive the Eucharist because you're in a state of mortal sin, it's heartbreaking. It is devastating. And because of that, it stopped. It stopped mortal sin, and not through any power of my own. It was truly only the power of the sacraments and Jesus Christ. And I don't want to make it sound like it was no effort, because I put in the effort to go to confession and adhere to the sacraments and make sure I never received communion in a state of mortal sin. But that was my effort. It's like God tells us what to do. Follow the sacraments, follow his commandments, of course, and follow the church that he left us. And it was like truly a miracle. Like, through God's strength, there were sins that I just never thought about anymore. And I just want to give people hope that if you feel like you will never feel peace, I have felt the greatest peace I've ever felt in my life since adhering to the sacraments. And that is partly why, of course, I want people to follow Jesus Christ and his church because it's the truth. But the other half is like for selfish reasons, and because I love other people, I want other people to feel the immense true peace and the joy of overcoming sin and the joy of being in a state of grace with Christ. So anyways, that's really the thought I had, and I guess a little like testimony, you may call it. But if you have any questions on the sacraments, if you have any questions on anything I said, if you are thinking of becoming Catholic and you're not sure like what direction to go in, please let me know. I also partner with Truthly. It is a Catholic app. It's Catholic AI, but it's a chat where you can ask any question and it will answer in accordance to Catholic doctrine, so you know you are getting the correct answer. So that is a resource that I give to everyone. But if you have any questions, feel free to You can message me on Instagram if you don't want to leave a comment on here, but I truly just want everyone to feel the joy, the peace, and the unity with Christ when you adhere to the sacraments of the Catholic Church.